Cairo, Seattle.
Hello, and welcome to The Snack. It's not a full episode, just a little snack. Quick and tasty. The Snack is a little feature I'm putting together every now and then where I ask my celebrity guests a handful of quick questions. And on this edition of The Snack, I chat with stand-up comedian Hari Kondabolu. Hari is a certified sugar monster whose childhood was a fever dream of cookies and candy bars. Chocolate milk sprayed from his shower, cars rolled around on Oreos instead of tires, and colorful gummy worms wriggled around his garden.
We went nuts. Like, Halloween was great, but Halloween was not just...
That's amateur hour for you guys.
Oh, yeah, we trained all year for it, essentially. And there was no one stopping us. There was no adults saying, no, do not do this. This is bad.
Hari is also a bit obsessed with the complimentary Biscoff cookies served on airplanes, which is something that we talk about in his Your Last Meal episode. All right, so without further ado, a handful of questions with Hari Kondabolu. What is your perfect birthday cake?
Oh my God, it's definitely an ice cream cake with chocolate and cookies in it.
Like a cookies and cream ice cream?
Maybe more like a cookie dough. I would like a layer of cookie dough in it. Oh,
Okay.
actually, you know what? Or I'd be happy with like a vanilla cake, but it has to have chocolate somewhere in it.
Maybe like a Biscoff topping somehow.
No.
Okay.
I want Biscoff in cookie form only.
Okay, that's been made very clear.
Yeah.
When you go to the movies, what is your favorite snack?
Oh, that's good. Reese's Pieces when they have them in a box. I used to love Junior Mints, but I'd keep choking on them. I have a history of choking on candy.
I was going to say,
yeah,
this
it's
is
weird.
becoming a pattern.
Yeah, and sometimes, you mix it up and I'll do like Sour Patch Kids and so. Oh, or they have cookie dough actually. They have the cookie dough that covered in chocolate that they only seem to have in movie theaters.
And do you always buy your snacks there, or do you ever smuggle things in?
I smuggle them in, but sometimes you forget.
Yeah.
And then you almost convince yourself, oh, this is part of the overpaying for snacks is part of the thing. So.
Do you have any tattoos?
No.
And do you want to keep it that way?
I don't know. I've thought about having tattoos in the past. How does that fit into food?
Oh, it's just a different kind of question. When I zig, you think I'm going to zag. It just goes all over the place.
No, I've thought about it, but no, I don't have any tattoos.
What have you thought about getting?
An ellipsis. A simple, just 3 dots. That's it. I've always liked the idea of an ellipsis because I feel like that's the moment of pause before a punchline. I feel like I'm very reflective. Like in your phone, there's the 3 dots. It means someone's typing.
Yes.
That's kind of like where I feel like I'm always at, just thinking about what I'm going to do next or say next.
I have 3 friends who have a semicolon tattoo, so you can go grammar tattoo, and people seem to like that these days.
Sure.
When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Oh, my God. The usual policeman, astronaut. I remember I was getting surgery once when I was a kid, and they had to put me under. And so the anesthesiologist came and said, do you want to be an astronaut? I'm like, yeah, I want to be an astronaut. It's like, well, this is what the astronauts use to breathe. And they were putting the mask on me, and as they were putting the mask on me, I started yelling, I want to be policeman. I want to be police.
That's so sad.
It's so sad. But just like any other kid, I hopped around. I said lawyer at some point. By high school, comedy started to seep in.
And what is the best thing that has happened to you today so far?
Oh, my God. What's the best thing that's happened to me today so far? I just repeated the question right back to you.
That's what interviewees are supposed to do when they're well trained.
The best thing that happened to me so far is I went for a walk I had a coffee with a friend in Belltown. I went for a walk from Belltown to where we are right now in Eastlake. I made it almost completely, and then I got lost somewhere along the way and then took a cab. But I walked about 25 of the 45 minutes.
That's good.
I felt good about it, yeah.
Yeah, you're bringing a little New York to Seattle.
I like walk. It's so much nicer to walk here. There's so many pretty things.
It's
true. Instead of people watching the way you would in New York, it's more just seeing nature and being surrounded by this beauty. And I just feel like I'm just so much more healthier here.
And you don't trip over all the garbage bags all over the street.
In New York?
Yeah.
Is that your
I'm
lasting
always surprised
image?
by that. No. I love New York. But every time I go, I always forget about that aspect because I think of New York as being so cool and glamorous and architecturally, beautiful. And then there's just garbage everywhere.
That's one of the funniest things about New York is people imagine all these fancy parties with artists and musicians and stuff. That's true. And you imagine them in the club, but when they walk out of the club, it smells like garbage and piss.
Yeah.
And there's people are tripping over disgusting things. That's also New York. It's people in a really disgusting place looking really pretty.
New York, they're just like us.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks, Ari.
Thank you.
And there you have it, the snack. Quick and tasty. Make sure and check out the full Your Last Meal episode with Hari. We talk Halloween candy and the fact that his favorite candy bar is a candy bar that I didn't think that anybody actually bought. And I welcome Atlanta, Georgia chef Asha Gomez to the show. She talks about her unique style of cooking. Southern India meets the American South. Asha is famous for her fried chicken, and I could listen to her read off the ingredients for the marinade all day.
Mint, cilantro, green chili, garlic, ginger, blended up in buttermilk.
Oh my God.
And salt. And the chicken marinates in that overnight before you fry it.
One quick note, I am on vacation, so therefore this podcast is on vacation too. I'm going to be chugging along in a camper van for 3 weeks in New Zealand. So if you want to see pictures of that, head to Your Last Meal Podcast on Instagram. I'm Rachel Belle. I'll be back in a couple of weeks. Toodaloo.